Almost 2 years, wow.
Hi. Smile for the picture. Wait.
Was just about to watch the live stream. Good timing, MS Dish.
Don't watch without me.
It's been a while.
Wait for
Happy
me.
14 months.
Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. I know I'm a bit later than usual.
It's no time, Aloo.
No time. Smile, chat. Anyways, long walk for a short drink. It's wonderful to see you are. Those pigtails? Yes, tiny ones. Teeny tiny ones. I saw a girl on TikTok who had a similar hairstyle, and I was like, that's cute. I'm gonna do it now. You didn't smile? I think they'll figure it out.
I was in an Elon boxcar with Anthony Chen, you, my friend Casey, and the fourth person who I don't know. And we all went out to get Baskin Robbins and you gave me a napkin when ice cream got in my hair. Thank you, Queen.
I'm deciding if I want to make a joke about at your expense of having a parasocial relationship with me, but I won't. I'll just allude to it. Like I
Dish
just
sub
did.
is best Christmas gift.
Dish sub's best gift? You're kidding. No. May you get many better gifts than that. Oh, so you think I'm crazy? No, I have lots of parasocial relationships. They don't know about it, but I do. Parasocial relationships are only bad if they get creepy. Hello, guys. Not crazy. No. Just you're right where I want you all. In my clutches. Will there be wishing for Ayato? Today? Is this banner still up? No. I do not need anything more than that. All you did was give me a napkin, girl. I didn't do anything. You dreamed that I did that. I know how to respectfully keep my parasocial relationships. Yeah, parasocial, the word parasocial is like stigmatized to be something bad, but any like content creator that you like, you to some degree you have a parasocial relationship with them. So as long as it doesn't get delusional, it's fine. Or if you do get delusional, keep it to yourself. Edit is sleeping for this live stream. Let's go. Well, I mean, I like being able to pause it. I like being able to rewind and make sure I'm not tripping and discuss. And they always show the important stuff for like half a second before they remove it. Like the artifacts, they give you like a 2-second little preview. They're like, well, I wanted to read it and, you know, put two thoughts together about it, but it's fine. You do your thing. Forget me. I fell asleep right after watching Zach streaming the live stream. That's why I dreamt of Jensen CC's and Baskin Robbins. I kind of hate having dreams about real people because I don't know if you guys have this experience, but when I dream about people in my life, the person that I'm dreaming about like changes throughout the dream and I kind of don't like really realize it. Like it'll start off with dreaming about one person and then that person will like turn a corner and it'll be a different person, but they'll be the same category. I don't know how to explain it without getting specific, which I'd rather not. Like, the person will morph, but it will, in my mind, it'll still be the same person, but with like a different face. I don't like it. I don't like it. You get what I mean? I have no control over my dreams at all. I've only had one experience that I can recall where I've consciously realized that I was dreaming. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I have very few like truly coherent dreams where I'm with one or with the same people and we're doing the same things. It's like I'm getting pulled through a bunch of different universes. That's what it feels like.
You are fine.
For me, it's sometimes people in my dreams act way different, but I connect it to real life. If it's extreme. Oh yeah, I hate that too. Oh, I really hate that. When people don't act in my dreams, like they act completely differently than my expectations for them. Or like what I am afraid of them doing, they do in my dream. Vivid dreams are dangerous. Dreams in general are kind of spooky. I finished eating spicy ramen and now on the floor, about to do my art project. That sounds fun. Have a good one, Archie. Oh, speaking of which, I want to have you redo my my Little Nightmares thumbnail. Not the one you already did, but a different episode. Oh, music's too loud, sorry. Sorry. Once I dreamed I had wings and flew ran, that's hype. I had a dream. I hadn't had a dream in a while. They're usually scary premonitions for me. Oh gosh. Or sometimes you have a dream and you don't, like, you dream about someone, you don't realize it until you start talking to them, and then you're like, you looking at them in the eye and you're like, I feel mad at you and I don't know why I feel mad at you. And it all just hits you and you have to process it in real time. I hate it. 4.3 special program. 39 minutes. Pretty short. Okay, we'll do Ice List. Did Bob pull a 5-star or not yet? Hey, Honey on Toast.
Honey on Toast says a Loomis dish. Sorry to ask again, but may I have my redeemed gifted sub? Sorry if I interrupted a conversation, Peachix.
Yes, I was just about to do that. By the way, if you ever worry that that a redeem is gonna like slip through the cracks, just so you know, I have this. That all of these go in like a queue. So even if I forget for like many hours, it'll still be there.
But longer for just watching. I'm glad I found your stream. I love the way TTS says wow. So I'll spam it over and over. Wow.
Nice. Good to have you back. Thank you, Phantom, for the 10 months. Chillin. Thanks for 13
months. Let's go. Hope you enjoy the live stream. English tap.
Me too. I heard good things about it. Nothing like crazy, but I feel like if there was something crazy, I would have had it spoiled on Twitter or TikTok already, and I have. That has happened. 10 OG, thank you for the prime. Killing Coffin, thank you for the prime. Noodles, thank you for the 17 months. Celestial, thank you for the 6. Alora, thank you for the 7. Sidder, thank you for the 14. Chili Melon
Dish
for the 14
gifted a tier
months.
1 sub to Honey on Toast.
Saki, thank you for the 5 months. Cat, thank you for the 23 months. Andrew for the we made an order on Fourth Wall. Thank you. I still haven't figured out alerts for that. But so allegedly I'm able to have an alert pop up. Hey, there's no chat. That whole time? What I was trying to say is there's supposed to be an alert that I could put here that would show whenever someone makes an order. But I haven't gotten it working yet. We're so back. New leftovers video. And the other Genshin and related videos coming soon. I feel like I'm finally catching up from life. And YouTube output should be back up to acceptable speed soon. Or rates, I should say. Have you seen the Game Awards? I haven't. No. I did see the HSR new character, voiced by Beto. More specifically, Allegra Clark. Any lethal gaming today? I'm not against it, but my energy is questionable as it has been for the last like 2 weeks. So maybe if I get in the spirit, but probably not. I'm gonna do the special. We'll watch the special program. We'll try to keep it under an hour this time, because we tend to yap. And then I'm gonna finish the fremi event, because it ends today, right? Or does it end tomorrow? And then we'll see after that. No promises. Maybe something else, but if I get coerced into a group, then sure. Wait, one more thing. We played. Hello. We played, didn't we? We played Lego Fortnite for like 3 hours last night. It's so fun. It's so fun. I want to play it more. I recorded it, but I didn't stream it. Lego Fortnite, dude. Actually, Fortnite come back. And for the first time for me. It's like Lego, Fortnite, and Minecraft had a baby. Although Minecraft wasn't involved in the collaboration, it's clearly a Minecraft-inspired game. It's so fun. I was working. I was working. I actually had like half of an anxiety attack because I kept dying and losing my stuff. I was like, I feel really anxious right now. Like, I realized I'm not breathing properly.
Wow, 2 whole
But
years
otherwise,
of
it's
being
so
a
fun.
subby. Happy to support you and thank you MS Dish for all you do. Dish flower
what the
forever, my
heck?
comfort streamer.
Karusty, thank you for your kind words. Shrek Cult, you have used your channel points to redeem a gift sub. And that you shall have. Enjoy. New dishling, everyone. New China cabinet member. Poggers. View Queen, thank you for the prime sub. What is your dono alert from? Can you be more specific? Because I don't know. There's a couple.
Dish gifted a tier 1 sub to Shrek Cult 101.
Minecraft stream soon? Right. Let's see. We were going to do it tomorrow, but it didn't work time-wise. Friday, the 8th. All of us are... Oh my gosh, a ton of us are streaming right now. Maybe. I don't want to promise it because it's kind of dependent on Atsu because he owns the server. He hasn't been online in like 24 hours. Will you be uploading the rest of your Jedi Survivor playthrough? Yes, I was just thinking about that yesterday. But unfortunately, I've loaded way too many videos on
I just
Ethan.
love the comfy streams. BTW,
And I've been
I also
prioritizing
love
lethal.
how the TTS says wow.
Everyone is. Des, thank you for the prime resub. The one who's the opposite side of the earth is the owner of the server, and that has a ton of Americans. I know. The problem is that Atsu is a really good organizer, and he's also a micromanager. So the problem is he's one of the only people who, if he starts something, like, it'll actually fall through. Additionally, if someone else starts it, he will get all like about it with love. But that is what he does. That is what he does. So he does strangely end up planning a lot of our stuff that we do together. But he's good at it. He's good at it. I would say that to his face, and I think I have said it to his face. He stresses himself out too much. Okay, let's do the special program. 4.3. I see Navia. I see Navia. I see her. Princess Navia. Okay. I like this song. Let's get into it.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
Dear diary, I've checked the perimeter.
Hello, 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 dish. Boys, girls, and everyone in between and out. It's Tay season and America Simulator Day. God, I still can't get over Genshin character designs.
Process, you always have such perfect timing. Thank you for the 100 bits, and hello. I'm now going to mute alerts for the timing.
The coast is all clear.
What the heck's Tay season?
Then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique.
Cute.
Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chioria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay!
Hi.
As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique,
Corpa.
one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Agree.
Camera operator, that can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it?
I love the aspect ratio. It's so nostalgic
put
to
no thought
me.
into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shots. Positions, everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula.
Yes, she is.
Hey there!
I'm Belly. I love it.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Marina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your positions. Camera ready, get the clapperboard. Actors to your position. Lights, camera, action.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Woo! Bobo.
Drop your weapons.
Don't hit him.
Justice will prevail.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevreuse.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Excellent! That was beyond
To hair.
mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine.
Diva down.
Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Inazuma field trip to Fontaine? This is what dreams are made of. Quick thing. This lady, whose name I'm not gonna try to pronounce, her attack looks like the thing that came down on Fossilor.
Your crimes are evident.
Right? Do it.
Weapons.
Right here? They're there! That looks reminiscent, doesn't it? Same energy. I was like, oh, okay. It's kind of the same vibe, okay? That's what I'm saying. 11 p.m. UTC -5. I don't know. It's just the Numosa attack. Numaosa? I don't even know what that means. Ugh. Oh, thanks, cat. Oh, 3 more hours. Numaosa. Numaosa. I'm very excited to see the Kamisato siblings in Fontaine. I think that's excellent. So many guns, so many guns. Yeah, where's Aito? He's not in the art.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia,
Aww.
president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevreuse.
Chevreuse. Okay, got it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song?
Her normal voice is really
like
nice.
a song about
Listen.
Genshin?
Chevrolet.
No. Genshin
Chevron.
Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business, back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Chevreuse will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quests. But who is Chevreuse?
Who indeed?
She's the popo.
Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevreuse before in their voice lines, but
Oh.
Chevreuse will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I didn't know
I'm
that.
so excited!
So exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait,
Oh my
Ariana, that was
gosh.
actually a really natural-sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know
They're real
it sounds like product
influencers.
placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show,
If Genshin
we
characters
mean
could
her
be
character
influencers,
showcase.
could I be a Genshin character?
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer.
If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own 2 hands.
Wow.
She's so, you know.
She's so girly.
This
I
one's
love
got
it.
your name on it.
Parasol.
Proper send up. Come
Oh
see
my
her.
goodness. She's gonna serve. She's gonna serve.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how
One thing about
perfectly
Navia,
Chiori
she's gonna
customized
serve.
Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Yeah, it is
Erica,
an
I
amazing
love how
outfit.
seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice.
Very secret.
It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple
Gunbrella.
Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents,
fire.
dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's
Great.
in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed
Looks
it.
nice,
When a
easy
character
UI.
in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these
Crystallized
charges
metal?
after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
No, it's
Yes,
just, I mean, the
exactly.
crystallized
Okay,
reaction is gonna happen.
Navia's
regardless.
elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her,
Ooh.
periodically dealing Geo elemental damage. I should also mention
Bombs.
that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys. It's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own.
Why, she's got a gun, she's got an axe, she's got cannons, and she's got, I mean, I guess these are cannons, but they look like bombs too. She's so Barbenheimer. Oh, wow, you're right. Yeah. All hail Navia, the savior of Geo.
Way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevreuse to be in the spotlight. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't
looks like a
wait
four-star
to learn
to
more
me.
about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her? First off, Chevreuse is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of
just
difficult
giving
cases and
four-star.
dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go
Ooh.
with so many sauces.
Oh, that looks good. Those look like onion rings.
Final
Fries. Pew pew. Hey.
Hands where I can see them.
Okay, pyropolar. Oh, she had headphones.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about
So
her
fire.
skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idle animation. I
Hungry.
love that she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so
Hungry.
awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
She gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though,
Yeah,
right?
girls
I guess
like
that's
snacks.
kind
That's
of true.
so true.
I mean, Chevreuse' work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member
Oh,
of the Special
no.
Patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Ghost girl.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevreuse took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and
I
she
really like her
leads by
voice.
example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm.
If you
Chevreuse
don't
uses
know
her
anything
musket to
about
fire at
me,
opponents during her elemental skill.
Ooh.
For a period of time after unleashing
this
her
gun's
elemental
never
skill,
leaving my
Chevreuse will
holster.
continuously restore HP to the active character on the field.
unless I gotta
During her
use
elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an explosive grenade with her
Oh,
musket, which will
crowd
spit into
control,
secondary
ew.
explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
it. Pew pew.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like
Crime
markings around her during
smells
combat.
bad.
Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevreuse obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevreuse's elemental
Overload.
skill will consume this special ammo to unleash
Ooh.
an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an
Interesting.
attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so
Overload
that's where the name
team,
Overcharged Ball
fun.
comes from.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Toma
Chevreuse
moment,
actually came
maybe.
up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names
that.
held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated
we don't
with her,
call
I guess.
911.
Well, I guess she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Chevreuse is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Wow, this looks really fun.
Okay, so it seems like Chevreuse could really shine in an Overload team comp. But
You
I
think
also
so?
did notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also
Mhm.
uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous
Yeah,
if she
physical
came after
damage.
me.
Oh, for sure. Most
Okay, I
people
like
who have something to
this.
hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all
Battle.
seriousness, though, that's why Chevreuse trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevreuse is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
These two new characters are great.
Epic.
Both of them would be great leads in our commercial.
Epic.
I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
I know. And I will make this even harder
I like
for
this
you.
lineup.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that
Hold on, where's Miss Ma'am? Who's this ma'am in the back? I know that's not an NPC.
travelers can look
Who's
forward
that
to in
lady?
version
Who's that lady?
4.3. The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get
I know her
even
name,
bigger.
Prousis.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
I know her name, Gizmo.
In the first half of version 4.3, travelers can look
Where's
forward to
her
event wishes for
character?
Navia
Playboy.
and Ayaka. A new 5-star claymore, Verdict, will also be featured in the weapon
I love
event
it.
wish.
I love that
In the
weapon.
second half of version
Who
4.3,
is she? Who is she?
we'll have returning event wishes from the Raiden
Oh,
Shogun
not playable
and
yet?
Yoimiya. During this time, Chevreuse will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Be sure to check
Yoimiya.
them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days
Oh,
Past
oh.
and Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for
Ah! Wait, we're getting a new artifact set? We're getting a new artifact set in the next patch in a week, and you're not going to tell us anything about it? Okay, but it's really cute. I really like this feather. Butterfly, obsessed. 12-year-old me would have gone crazy for those. Banners again? Sure. We've got Raiden and Yoimiya with Chevreuse. Wait, why is Raiden... Wait. It's just dawned on me that Raiden is not in this. Yeah, it's just dawned on me she's not. She kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, well. Maybe for the overload meta? And with Yoimiya again. Yoimiya, poor thing. Joey just slips her way into these like random banner sets. Yeah, maybe for the overload situation. How many different ways are there to play Raiden now? Overload, or no, yeah. She's got like a few different meta teams now. Navia obviously will be the shining star. And of course they put Chevreuse on this banner. So maybe I'll pull, if I pull, I'd probably pull on Yoimiya's banner. Try to get a copy.
Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right. For sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chioriya Boutique and will return shortly.
Silly for you, you don't know that I take my own breaks when I'm ready. When it's my time. Yeah, overload. She keeps rerunning with an Archon, poor girl. Yeah, a ton of information except the artifact sets. I know they normally do give us the weapon or the artifact descriptions in the new live streams. Kind of odd that it's not here. They must be working on the wording or something, or making some decisions. Looks like a fun set of characters. New metas, new team possibilities being opened up with Chevreuse and Navia benefiting from crystallized reaction gives us more leeway as opposed to just Geo to buff Geo to buff more Geo, you know. New boss? Haven't gotten there yet. I've not gotten there yet. Maybe the new set will be crystallized focused. That's a thought. Oh, you're right. Navia has new bodyguards. I didn't notice. Oh, they look like twins. Rest in peace. That's sad.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chioriya Boutique
Claymore
commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important, right? Do you have any ideas?
If we're making a commercial for Chioriya Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Yeah.
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
What?
What?
Well, the travelers
No
have been able
way.
to see her store in the court of Fontaine. They'll finally get to meet
Make
her
a
in
magic
person.
sword.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born
Sounds
fashion
like me.
icon, Chiori! Chioriya Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most influential fashion in Fontaine.
Okay, get your bag.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings
So meta.
because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Lock Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine. like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ooh.
So exciting!
Banger
The
events.
Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontinalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
Oh, Ultimate Overlord Mega Magic Sword. Claymore. Super duper invincible. Shining sparkly magic crystal. They must have heard me making fun of them for the excessively long names. And they said, oh, you like that? You like excessively long names with lots of terms? Okay. Why don't you play this event and pour hours into this game so you can get Ultimate Overlord Mega Magic Sword and 4 super duper invincible shiny sparkly magic crystals then, huh? Make it longer. Make it longer. Make it longer, Genshin. Longer!
So we know that several friends from Inazuma will Fontaine for the Fontinalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
So cool. The first activity booth is the 1000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity, travelers will use the special security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice targeting and shooting opponents.
Yep.
Ooh.
The Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun
Is
target
this
practice can be.
Valorant?
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots Tricky Lights.
Is that
In this
Valorant?
activity, travelers will use the
Overwatch.
studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene.
Oh.
Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents
looks
and
like a
obtain
great
a higher
shoe.
score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Sheepdog simulator.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile.
Wait,
They'll
this looks like
automatically
Fall
avoid all
Guys.
testers by moving in
The
the
egg
opposite
game?
direction of your movement. You can find jump
Wait,
boosters
it's
around the testing
PvP!
grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to
No
the
way,
other side of a
PvP in
stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible
my
within the time
anxiety.
limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth
More
activity
balls, more
booth
points,
is
got it.
called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool, we get to make a movie.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The sun.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang.
Love.
And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his Beetles for battle.
Wow.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
For sure. And there was also a Beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battled against a super powerful Beetle battler.
Right.
I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado?
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakado made an impressive showing during the last Beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new Beetle battle master.
Ooh.
What? Who is it? Tell us!
Tell us.
I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event. Aside
Two
from
story
meeting this mysterious
significant
new Beetle
events.
battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle.
I like
While
this
the
game.
movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use guard to defend against
I want
electro bullet
PvP on
and jet
this.
stream attacks.
Mm.
Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you.
Idiot.
Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh, trial of the strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside. That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his
New Sealy. That looks beautiful. I love that color. Is that periwinkle I see? The freaking periwinkle?
treasure map and treasure-seeking Sealy along with him.
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So
Water
cute.
Sealy!
Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient
Love.
iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That
So
is
glad you asked,
very
Lillian.
observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the
I like
Lost
the
Riches
colors a
event,
lot.
a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Amazing!
Yeah.
Treasure
It's
isn't
like a
the only
bunny.
thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the
Ooh.
challenge starts.
A tryhard event?
One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Ooh.
okay.
Mhm. After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben! Yay!
And if Ruben is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for
My
primo
king!
gems again.
Ooh, exciting!
Best dude.
Okay, so it
Best
looks
dude.
like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3.
He's
Several
literally the
familiar
trade-off
faces
for
will be
me.
joining the Genius Invocation TCG. After this update, travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed table customization will also be available.
I'm so excited to see players challenge some Melazines.
I know, so exciting.
Mhm.
Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards, plus
I wish
5
I was
new
excited.
monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora,
Senora,
and
she's
Ishtaha,
back.
will be obtainable from the
She's
corresponding
playable.
tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be
26?
making a reappearance,
the
and there will
freak?
be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024.
What?
Mhm. Travelers can look forward to some friendly competition between 16
Friendly.
of the top TCG players
Friendly.
all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region.
Cool art
So
though.
cool.
Cool art though.
Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
I did an Astro Carnival
Oh my
event.
gosh, this
The
is
cookie
all so
one.
exciting.
Mhm.
Well,
Pass a
hang
hat.
on to that feeling,
With the
because
gato.
we're taking a short break to look
And
at the
Junior's
next
vibe.
group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
It looks like a fun set of events. Good mix of wait, did they say X?
In just a moment. About the next group of redemption.
Latest news about this epic showdown. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date.
X gotta be the worst rebrand in history. Like, I've never seen people just straight up reject. I have not heard anyone actually refer to Twitter as X. Not online. It's only like Elon super simps that say, oh, I'm not supposed to say that word on Twitch. Shrimps. Fanboys that say X. Worst rebrand in history. It looks like a fun set of events. So we've got the big one, which is the first one, which I already forgot the name of, and then the Ito one. I'm hoping those will both be decently long and spaced apart so players have time to play them both. Or maybe just one at a time. But I imagine the first one's gonna be oh, patch. Last stream is over. To the person spamming, aren't you supposed to be well rested? Yes. And I am, technically. But I was sick for a significant amount of time. And I'm still not 100% myself yet. So there's my answer. I'm well rested, but to what end? I do feel a lot better today, though. I wasn't like coughing or anything. So mornings are still really like slow. But I'm doing really well today. To what end? Ineffectually, I am well rested. Haha.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Yeah, you guys
But
are crushing the
before we
Corpa.
reveal our new idea, let's dive into the system optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
Okay, first we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts.
Ooh.
After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character to see what artifact sets active players have been choosing for that character recently.
That's
Okay.
cool.
In addition, an automatic locking function has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data.
Okay, so that'll save about 2 seconds when I click on an artifact and decide if I want to keep it or not. Is there a quick... Oh, there is a quick unlock, though. That would be nice.
Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches,
Okay, great.
you can
Good,
unlock
good.
them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both
Excellent.
of those features in the new
I like
update.
the second one.
That's not all, though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the lookout for
It's
future
not a good video
announcements to
example,
learn
but I
more.
get what they
The
mean.
project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
Great. We'll have artifact loadouts by 5.2.
In addition, the project team has
Or
made
3.
adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers.
Good.
When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to
Finally.
click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the
Excellent.
whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows
It
appearing.
is.
Totally.
It is slow.
This new optimization significantly reduces the amount
Finally.
of pop-up windows that we have to click through. So travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process.
Only took 3 years.
The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the
Oh,
area
that's
where you
nice.
actually start fighting, which is amazing.
Bunga bunga.
So happy farming, everyone!
That's nice.
Ooh, this should make it way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2, Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the Chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to
Okay.
the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So cool. So that'll make it
Okay.
significantly easier
nice for new
new or lapsed
players.
players to access the Archon Quest and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click
For sure.
expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow travelers to claim
Yes.
expedition rewards and repeat
Finally.
expeditions with a single click.
Finally.
Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this
Ugh,
update. For
Finally.
example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so
Mystic
be sure to
offering?
check
What is
future
that?
announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity
Ooh.
Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding
Cool.
items from Tubby
A
to
strong
unlock it.
box.
Ah, it looks like
Nice.
an aquarium.
I know, right? Travelers can use ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some
No
islands even
way.
have ponds that travelers can use to keep fish.
No way.
It looks like a
Oh.
cool underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
No way.
Yeah.
No. And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see what everyone's gonna come up with. Especially my friend's teapots.
Ah, you just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon.
Ah.
Yay! I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
Okay. So it's the same name as the concert, the IRL concert that I went to. In a new way, what does that mean? Please let it be better than LA. I like this, the layout. Ooh. Okay. I like that art style. It's cute. What happened to LA? I already talked about it in a previous stream. I don't really want to yap about it again.
The
You can look it
2023
up.
Genshin concert held in
If you really want to know, you can search Genshin concert LA, and there's a Reddit post that will pop up that you can read.
Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Which summarizes it pretty well.
So we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album,
Yay!
Stellar Moments Volume 4. The album will feature
Epic.
26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhazen and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. These are all like the demo musics and demo and trailer music, huh?
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update.
Okay.
So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
Aww.
Unless,
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chiorio Boutique commercial.
unless.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally.
For
Oh
sure.
my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevreuse.
Totally. I
Mhm,
feel
mhm.
exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action.
Yeah.
And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
All right, recap.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little
Mhm.
movie. I love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I am just so glad that the three of us have been able to do the special program together. This has been so much fun.
Ooh, really fun.
And
Yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, this is what I keep. This. Bro, you can't just drop this and not say anything. You can't just drop this and not say anything. You can't just drop this and not say anything. Where is this museum? Where is it? Let me guess. A 13-hour plane ride away. Dayang, China. They can't just post this! Genshin, man, Genshin is crazy. They gotta be one of the only games that creates so many skin concepts for their characters and shares them with the world, and then doesn't make them purchasable in game. Like, do they have to know how much money they would make if they put this in the shop, right? But I guess they don't need it. I guess they don't need it. Like, we've been asking for the Zhongli Archon skin forever, but truthfully, I would take this one. I would take this one. The armor, it makes his shoulders look very broad. Like, why don't they sell them? Please take my money. I will buy. I will buy 7 Welcome Moons so that I can buy the San Xing Due Museum X Genshin Impact Zhongli collab skin. The hoodie or nothing. I do like the hoodie, but let's not disrespect this, which is very epic. Bennett needs a skin. His base looks awful. I just have never seen a game developer not want to sell skins as bad as Genshin. Both of them.
Dear Diary.
Pre-order your Navia summons tickets. Click on the link.
No.
Kexuscage.
Moses, thank you for the 100. Ellie, thank you for the 30 months. They could totally make this look good in game.
Happy 30 months. I'm glad to have been here for so long, less than 3.
I believe if they can make Navia's skin like her base skin, they can do anything. Anything. I love it. It's so traditional looking. You can't just drop this and not say anything. It's not even in the English live stream, of course, specifically. What relevance does this have to me? Because I don't think I'm going to China anytime soon, unless Hoyoverse. Maybe we could strike a deal. Maybe you could fly me out to go film a vlog at this museum. Maybe you could fly a group of us out. And we can make content for the collaboration. Huh? I'm sure my viewers would love to see it. Huh? You're 2 hours away? I would. If I was in your position, I was 2 hours away, I probably would go. It's so fire. Hoyo North America division. Actually, no. I met quite a few people at the last Hoyo event I went to, so maybe I could inquire. I'd just pay for some less fan servicey optional skins for some characters.
Dear Diary.
By the way, the Genshin livestream didn't cover all of the quality of life changes. There is more in Collab from Hoyoverse themselves.
Yes.
Here is the link in case you want to check it out. Fingers crossed Nightbot doesn't time me out.
Yeah, you're good. I think people who chat a certain amount are fine and don't have trouble posting links. Let's see what's new. Raise creation screens. If there's no selected character records on the travel device, the first character that can provide a bonus when created a selected item will be chosen by default. Oh, good. Good. On the map screen, you'll now be able to check boss's current remaining respawn time. Also great. Yep. Consume 40 items at a time, increasing weapons. Consume 15 items at a time. Enhance to next tier. You can choose whether or not 5-star artifacts can be auto-added as enhancement materials. Combined with the auto-locking function mentioned above, we hope these changes will make managing 5-star artifacts more convenient for travelers. The speed of interface special effects related to leveling characters has been increased. Oh, the speed. Oh, okay. So all of this is faster then. They change the interface for the enemy farming page in the handbook. Oh. Yeah, that's better. I hated scrolling through them one at a time. Not to sound ungrateful, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time being like excited about these. Because a lot of them I'm like, oh wow, that's great. And then my next thought is, these are great because in comparison to what we currently have, like what we currently have is so bad. Like these type of things should have been fixed. like patch 1.2 or 1.1 maybe. It's also like a lot of these are things that are present in Honkai Star Rail, or things that got optimized really quickly in HSR, so it's just kind of odd. I'm like excited, and like, well, yeah, okay. HSR, but maybe done better. They're Honkai-ifying Genshin. Maybe. That's so fire! I love it. I just like the shape of it too. Oh, and then there's gonna be that one guy that says better now than never, be grateful. Yeah. Genshin CCs, all they do is complain. Genshin players, all they do is complain. I'm glad, but it's hard to be glad after it's like we've just been wondering all this time, when is Hoyoverse gonna start listening to us and like optimizing this stuff? Yeah, like finally. Testing things in HSR and then put them in Genshin after they went well? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so for 4.3, the events look really fun. Nothing like nothing what's the word? No big like lore drops, no new areas. It's mostly like activity and rewards based, which I don't mind. We've had like pretty quest lore heavy couple patches, so I mean filler patches. As far as filler patches go, this is certainly not the worst one I've ever seen. So I'm looking forward to it, I would say. I also like that there's a few
Yay, another month. So glad to still be with this community.
Thanks,
Hope you are
Park.
looking forward to 4.3.
I am.
Wishing you
I
and the
am.
rest of the community a happy holiday season and good fortune in the new year. Let's make it a good one.
Yeah.
Indish tap Indish wiggle
Amen.
Indish flower.
Thank you for the 25 months. Nice break from the heavy stuff. I hope the event is this the one they said is going to be great for Fontaine? Or sorry, is going to be like the Lantern Ride of Fontaine, or is it something else? I got a little bit muddy on that part. Next patch should be Lantern, right? 0.4? I don't remember. My concept of time is a bit questionable. Star Wars introducing the game before Genshin. It has been a year since Star Wars. Can I please test my character builds and anything else in Abyss, please? Sigh. Thank you for the 100 process. 3.4 was Lantern Ride last year, so in theory, yes. Could have ended the year with a resin tease at least. Honestly, it's not. It doesn't look like it's not like a crazy patch, but it looks fun. I hope there's a decent amount of content with like the PvP gameplay and stuff. Lantern Rite is always X4. Remember Lantern Rite before Chinese New Year or in February? Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. Fun patch will have a new resin cap. I wonder if Genshin will get like an overflow resin situation.
Happy 3.5
like Star Rail has. That would be great. If it's true that they're putting things in Star Rail and then they're bringing them to Genshin later.
So excited for prettiest girl Navia
Me
Indish
too.
tap.
Cowdy, thank you for the 7 months. Jam, thank you for the 3.5 years. What the heck? What the heck? That's nice. It's also nice to know that like if I don't log in for a while, obviously I'm gonna miss out on rewards, but at least like when I log back into Genshin after a while, I'm gonna have a lot of resin to spend. That's kind of nice. Isn't it crazy that I'm an adult now? I feel like I'm watching my little siblings grow up. It's tripping me out. Oh, real one. Yeah, true. I prefer a resin increase. Overflow will never happen to me. Well, it happens to a lot of us. I just got the Stellar reunion on Star Rail. My HSR resin caps regularly, unfortunately. So I appreciate the overflow. It's so funny. They'll give us everything except a resin cap increase. Or like a resin flow They'll give us new strange methods to accrue resin, but they won't actually just give us a resin increase. Put the number up to 200. And then or higher even, 220, 240. And then increase the production speed up a bit. Yeah, artifact loadouts is really the only thing I've really wanted in Genshin. As far as, like, what's the word? Quality of life updates. Oh, I need to wake up. We all want things, don't we? You ungrateful Genshin players. Endgame. Do you think we won't get any soon because sneaky people dreamed of buyable resin packs like Welkin? I've never heard that. I mean, we technically can already buy resin packs. We can already buy resin through Primo Gems, so that's like not really a novel thing. So ungrateful. I didn't say Bible. Buyable. Buyable. All right, they sound similar. They sound similar. Bible resin, oh no. Can unlock your Bible stories. Buyable. 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 Purchasable, okay? Okay. Loved the Corpa part of the Genshin live stream. Oh, you know what? Speaking of ad integrations, we have a sponsor this month, a long-term sponsor, which I'm going to tell you about right now. You've all heard of it. You all have this in your homes, and especially if you're a PC gamer. Actually, I think if you're any type of gamer, you rely on this.
I think rather than resin cap increase, I want a condense resin increase. Let us keep up to 15. Some of you are busy adults.
I also like that idea. HDMI. High definition multimedia interface. It is the connection between a device and a screen on the processor of whatever you're viewing, playing, and the screen with which you watch it. Yeah, so we're sponsored by HDMI this month. What HDMI is an acronym for? Truthfully, I didn't know that HDMI was a brand. I thought HDMI was just the category of cords, but like HDMI is a label. Like HDMI is its own entity. The linker of the mind and the game. Exactly. Yeah, so I probably have 3 or 4 HDMI cables running in my setup right now. If you have a Switch, there's an HDMI cable that you use to put it into your TV. And HDMI technology is increasing along with just the fast evolving world of gaming. Graphic increases are happening all the time. And you can get everything they have to offer with an HDMI 2B gear. With any sort of HDMI 2B gear, like the PS5, Xbox Series X, or PC with a strong graphics card. And in order to the playing experience can get bottlenecked at any part of the process. Like a great gaming machine is only as great as the screen that you're viewing it on, and vice versa. So many of the latest HDMI 4K TVs can make the most of advanced gaming features like VRR, which is variable refresh rate, HDMI cords are everyone. Yeah, I don't have a promo code, but I would say HDMI TVs, HDMI 4K TVs that can get the most out of like PS5 gaming or Xbox Series X gaming. I feel like they do go on sale most during the holidays. Like I feel like every time I've gotten a new TV, it was like we did it right on Black Friday or somewhere in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, yeah. I feel like TVs typically do go on sale around this time. So, if you play on a PS5, if you play on PC, or if you play on Xbox Series X, you don't want your gaming viewership experience to get bottlenecked by a TV that can't channel all the power that's coming through. HDMI 4K TVs have advanced gaming features. You can go big and use them instead of a gaming monitor and share the action with your family and friends. You guys are distracting me with your comments. HDMI 4K has a lot of flexibility on screen sizes and pricing. Please let me cook. You can get the most out of your Xbox Series X or PlayStation with an HDMI 2B gaming TV or monitor. Probably any screen device that you use is going to require or utilize HDMI in some way. Many of the newest HDMI 2B cables have advanced gaming features like variable refresh rate. This is more for like the nerds and for FPS players. Auto low latency mode along with 4K res, up to 144 refresh rate for the, super immersive quick action gaming. Ultra high speed HDMI cables support 48 gigs of bandwidth, geez, and all 2.1 advanced gaming capabilities. So you use HDMI. HDMI makes the gaming world run. 48 gigs, holy heck. So if you're looking to get a new TV or a new monitor of some kind, Christmas time, it's a good time. Good time to check it out. And thank you to HDMI for sponsoring me this month. You can type HDMI, !HDMI in chat. If you'd like to get free cables for everyone. No. I can't. I'm not giving away free cables, but anywhere that you find gaming, you will find an HDMI cord. It makes the world go round. Great. Clip it and ship it. Yeah, when I got the sponsor offer for HDMI, I was like, HDMI is a company? Really? 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 You play Genshin Impact for 20 free wishes with your PlayStation 5, which runs on a HDMI cord. Oh, check this out. So sometimes when I leave Genshin Impact open on my PC and I let it go to sleep, it switches to this like 4:5 aspect ratio, which is, all fun and games, and I can fix it theoretically. However, I tried to log in recently and it auto-played the next part of the fremi event. So we're gonna be in vertical Genshin for as long as this unskippable interaction continues. So Square Impact, ready? Here's the kicker. Perfect for TikTok. It literally will fit perfectly in my TikTok ratio. Ready? Oh, any day now. This is HDMI. Oh no, I did this to myself.
Is your child feeling any better?
Tiny little bro.
Thank you for your concern, Fremi. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
I can't fix it until the scene's over.
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
This is for This is for like ADHD brains. Your attention span is shot? No problem. I got you. Ready? Pause. How is this gonna work? Please, I need to do it for the bit. Need to fix the aspect ratio though. Crop it. Perfect. Ready? Let's continue the quest, guys.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Thalxie!
Duxie's so cute. I want one.
Whoa! Thalxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed.
This guy sucks at Subway Surfers.
Thalxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really...
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment.
Gosh,
I
this
was
guy
just thinking,
sucks.
Since Thalxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Felxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else?
Color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful. Splendid ideas, everyone.
Her art process is crazy. How did she start with dark colors and whatever? I won't question it. It's digital art.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Felxie most of all.
Yeah, we need a Am I the A-hole Reddit story to really round it out. My 32 female girlfriend won't help me 38 male clean my entire apartment by doing it for me while I sit and play World of Warcraft all day.
Dear Diary.
She says that
You're hearing it from the Game Award-winning content creator Dish. Everyone is getting an email from HDMI for a free cable if you type the code CattyWampus. Type it now before it expires in 10 minutes. And if you don't share this with 3 friends, then you will never find your soulmate in life.
I told her from the beginning of our relationship that I wanted a traditional woman, and she was fine with that. She says she loves cleaning and cooking and taking care of the kids. It was a perfect combination until she told me that she wanted a traditional man, and I told her, "Oh, so you just want a gold digger and someone who can buy everything for you? You seem really shallow. Am I the a-hole?"
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
Inspired by a real conversation I saw on two people's text exchange who went on a date.
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Felxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Yay! You just said a real story. Yeah, I mean, that's a real story. Oh, finally. Alright. Goodbye, Minecraft parkour. I don't know why it does it. Goodbye.
Matt at 18 says, wait, I got one. Is it wrong that I am dating my ex-girlfriend's brother because he has money?
Part 1 of 4. Okay, I was totally paying attention to all that. How long would you guys say this quest is? Like total, how many hours did it take you? 2 days. Not long. Oh, about an hour. Oh, okay. Let me condense my resin and then we shall do this. Okay. Well, then I will plan to finish it today then. Knock it out. Oh, I forgot about my this. I literally haven't been able to like log in or play since I don't wanna. There you go. Since the last time I streamed the fremi event because I couldn't. I didn't want to play that part without you guys. Lol. For this quest, I went anyways. Dang. Brutal. I'm like the bird. Short and sweet, love that. I just really liked the part where you where I could use my STEM degree and fix the motherboard. I wish it was harder though. Too easy for my giga brain. Stop shifting my shifting my POV against my will.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Thanks, King.
Whoa. Is that the entrance to the underwater?
Unleash shockwaves at Thelxie's position, dealing physical damage nearby to nearby enemies. Oh. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's been too long since I've played Tignati. Too long indeed. You have a STEM degree? No, I do not. I have a feeble comm degree. But I loved college.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremi
Dear
found.
diary.
They're pretty
Is it wrong if I
amazing,
dumped
but
my
still
GF
not
because she is
exactly
not
the kind
acting
that
like a
Paimon was
traditional female?
imagining.
I am 22, 50 years old and my GF and I had an argument on who will do the dishes. And she said that I sit around all day and do nothing while she cleans and washes and does all the women stuff the women should do. Am I the A?
Yes. Paralysis, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much for the 20 bits. Binkus, thank you for the 19 months. Raven, thank you for the 10. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought
so
we'd
much.
actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the rainbow bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay.
Whoa, someone's already switched
I'm
into
the A.
fantasy mode.
You're canceled.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Young adventurers
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Did you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you.
Interesting that Paimon has assumed the goddess role. That feels like a little bit of foreshadowing. Agree? Oh, someone already said it. Yeah, agree? Agree or disagree? Maybe I just wanna glean some like lore out of this little self-contained event.
And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Oh.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
Oh yeah. Me too. All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon? Huh.
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
Ah. Have you found the switch? I haven't. I'm actually gonna replace it a lot of it soon. Aye. Wow, royal sword. Oh wait, not Thelxie. Whoa! What a silly.
Enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Ow. I hate when they add a 5th member to the team. It stresses me out.
It's a Lawitcher of the deep. There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a Diviniturl of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Finally over.
Hyper fridge.
The evil monsters and reclaim the kingdom of water imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremi earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time. And you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the kingdom of water imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book! Why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book. Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Her true goddess form!
The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful!
Wish I could draw like
Zuria
that.
is really talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremi, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay? And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Hmm. Sing it, girl. Sing it. You know, I feel like I'm having a bit of a hard time buying into the premise of this quest.
All right, it's about time we start heading off.
Dang, we watched it for a long
You
time.
still have some work to do, right, Fremi?
Like, I like the premise. But the concept of them, like, the group of them having to go and, like, act out these adventures in order to, like, do a picture book, I'm, like, having a hard time buying into that idea. Like, it seems, like, so outlandish that I feel like it has to be for another purpose. I almost feel like it's a bait and switch. Honestly, I feel like this might be too dark for Genshin, so please, but don't spoil it for me. But my guess is that there's going to be something that like, this isn't like what it seems like it's gonna be. My guess, if it wasn't Genshin, I would guess that, like, there is no kid. Or maybe this is more about, like, Zuria and her wanting to experience these things. I feel like this whole sun thing it's like too on the nose. I don't know. I just feel kind of confused by this quest. Like, and I do like the idea of them addressing, like, maladaptive daydreaming and like concept of depression and loneliness and stuff, but I feel confused by the concept of this quest. Like, in comparison to the last time that probably the closest similarity in of what I know would be the Yoimiya second quest, where there's a girl who's, like, wheelchair bound, and she's obviously, like, very sad, and they kind of, like, help her through a healing process. I'm kind of comparing that to this, and I just feel really confused by this one. But I will suspend my disbelief for a bit longer and see if maybe it's one of those things where it's really confusing, and then it's odd, and then it all makes sense in the end.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I'll need
with
to
this.
go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
Bright red.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
Bye-bye. He's super blushing.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
That's sweet. Okay. Me too, Fremi. Me too, Fremi. Agree. Poem? What's this? Is it a combat challenge? That is a sweet line. Yeah, I like the message of this quest. I just feel confused by the execution, I guess. Well, I like it so far, I should say. Oh, wait. Oh, multiplier. Big baddie score? Oh, Sign me up then. Ooh, Bloom? You want to do Bloom? Say less. Big baddie alert. Where is she? Oh yeah, she's 90'd. I kind of forgot I 90'd her. Nilu. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of confusing to like as like a means to an end, but this feels too confusing.
Another test subject.
Everyone move in! You
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Like it feels like they're doing something inexplicable for the sake of like a plot point, which kind of just feels like lazy writing at this point.
Positions. Stay put.
Busted. Dance with me.
Like it's because I don't buy into the idea that they have to
Care for a dance.
The Temple of Wisdom.
I don't buy into the idea that they have to. Wait. That they have to do the adventures themselves in order for them to write a book about it. Like, that's the part that I feel like is too much of a stretch. So I'm having a hard time seeing past that. Does that make sense? That's where I'm at with it right now.
Not done. Minute to memory.
Front-facing premise seems too nonsensical for me to buy into the bait and switch tactic. Yeah, thank you for wording that better than I could.
Quietly now. Here comes the cash.
It feels like a plot device, but not a good one.
I'm getting
Like, even if it does have a good emotional payoff, I'm still like, I think my opinion on that will not change. Because it was too strange to like believe it in the first place.
The show's only just begun.
I see everything.
Oh yeah.
Not done yet. All eyes on me.
Yeah. Oh, press T. Oh, forgot about that part. Okay, well, I'll go back and do that later. I mostly want to get the quests done. Quest is the most important thing to me. I forgot. Okay, day 2. Oh yeah, so this is the end, pretty much. Or this is going to be the end. All right, wait 2 days. Let's just go to land. Speed. I'm not even gonna say that out loud. What the heck? What an unfortunate typo. Oh. Epic. Speed what? Speed huh? Waits 2 days. Fine. Gameplay. Oh, Jam, are you still here? You asked me if I had.
Final day of Noxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremi at his camp.
If I had instant upload on Twitch, I do. I do.
Right.
Getting here.
¿Por qué? Do you want something? Is this about dish quota?
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours
Who's
now.
still targeting me? I don't understand. You? Navia funds. Goodbye, Laura. I do have instant upload, but what for? You could send me the file. Okay, you send it. Give me the lily. The lily. Best area. Honestly, I loved farming these flowers. It was so easy. They are so plentiful. A gift sub lasts a month. I don't know if it's like exactly 30 days or what, but it lasts a month. Strawberry, thank you for the prime 2 years. Thank you so much. Wow. Kyungi, thank you for the 22 months. You're finding an attorney. Oh my. Best of luck. Whatever that's about. Sent. Okay. Let me upload it. It's funny, wait, I do have this file. I'm so stupid. I made this file. I made you. I have a higher quality version. Oh, I don't think... Oh, I think mine is too big. Oh, unless... Dish quota. You have priority queue as a subscriber. Dish quota. Okay, it's submitted. Then what? I do my emotes. Doesn't show up yet. I guess it's not instant, but it is priority. Well, I'll let you know when it starts working. So quest not on now, because I'm doing an event. I'm doing a story. Yo, Fremi.
Hey, Fremi! Belksy! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh,
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last.
I forgot about her.
I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche?
Yeah, Fremi did wave.
What could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water.
Okay.
He never came back.
Yeah.
What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Yeah, okay, so...
Are you sure?
So that's the sun, right? Don't answer that, but that's the sun, right? That is what I presumed, based on how outlandish the initial premise was.
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Yep.
Wait, Lescaut d'Estray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Wow, this is the first time in a while that Paimon actually seems to carry the right, like, cadence for a sensitive situation.
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
You were really cooking earlier, huh? Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it, but I felt like it was maybe possibly too dark, but I thought the kid already killed himself. And the mom was trying to understand what happened. Yeah. Unfortunately, the premise was too outlandish for me not to be tipped off that this was like a plot with just like a tool to like explain a different plot. I'm sure there's a more technical term for that, but I never really bought into it. Sadly. Oh man, does it carry over?
The tides beckon.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Obvious allegory?
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement.
Obvious allegory? Yeah, I guess so.
A treasure chest has
That's
at least
probably
made it
close
a worthwhile experience.
close to like what I was trying to express. It was too obvious. what's an allegory? It's a story that's meant to like be about something else. Like it's an explanation of like a different concept. It's supposed to like make something else make sense.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
This is the residence of Zuria Destry, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
I see. So she's trying to help herself
Your patient
overcome
should
grief.
be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
Contracted?
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends by any chance? Oh, so when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
Oh, Joshua, no. Not loneliness syndrome.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself?
Oh.
She believes her son is still alive?
Okay, I hadn't figured that out.
Correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
Oh my gosh.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then, all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
Okay, I hadn't figured that out. I thought that... I'd figured that her son had died. But I thought this was more of like a... I thought she was in her right mind, though. But she's not. Dang, this is like really grim.
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth, and the children who lived in it. Those patients, and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jala Khan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
This is a very heavy topic.
This is it.
We still need to finish the adventure and the picture book?
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria. So we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
Okay.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again. There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Man. I thought the sun having passed away was already dark enough, but this is like this is way more grim than I was expecting. I wonder how they're gonna wrap it up, because I do feel like games without warnings especially do have a responsibility to be very careful with how these concepts are explored. Ow. And how they're resolved. So I'm paying attention. I feel like Hoyo's preparing us for darker themes as Teyvat comes to a close. I do think Genshin Impact is not going to have like a happy ending. I think it's gonna have a pretty bittersweet ending. That would be my guess. I want Genshin to be dark and not Disney. Yeah. I'm interested now. I kind of just wish that the setup had been a little better. I think the writing was a bit weak at the start. So it's not really until now that I'm invested, I would say. The sea goddess hath rung his knell, ding dong, hark. Now I hear them ding dong bell. Gosh. What an awful... what an awful experience. They're gonna pull an Infinity War. Yeah, I mean, I think Teyvat is going to come crumbling down. I think all of it is. In some way. But not in a way that would mean that it's no longer playable, but it's like... What if it's like a loop? What if it's all a loop? And it's just forever through the cycle. Don't listen to them, mihoyo, la la la. Guess we'll see. I don't mind the darker themes, but you know, it's gotta be a good setup for it though. Ugh. I have mushroom ravioli to make for dinner. I'm so excited. If not to get too much into theory crafting, but if it is a loop, we're just getting closer to a big war.
This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
Kang.
needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
It just makes you want to play Omori.
Be careful,
Truthfully. I hate these. Stop giving me a fourth slot! A fifth slot! It's messing me up!
Let's beat them up!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Prince Zelf looks stronger than ever today! He must be going all out!
Oh my gosh, again?
Let's lay the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Ow.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Maybe we're trying to break the cycle. Maybe we're trying to break the rotation, the samsara that we're in.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm
Just a
already
guess.
very late.
Come on, Zuria.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
So now she even thinks this is real?
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Have you read the note by the tower? I have. I did.
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
This kind of reminds me of the cannery story. Only some of you will know what I'm talking about, but the cannery plotline in the one with the heck, what is that game called? It's super depressing. Where remains of Edith Finch? Thank you. Edith Finch. Yes, the cannery story.
Wonderful. How wonderful. Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the Rainbow Bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremi, and Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Maman will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremi, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria?
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
Dang, 3 days and she's already fully well?
That's wonderful! So it
Mm-hmm. Here,
I'm
please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Yes, because we're gonna have to get over the grief of our I wonder if this story does have implications regarding us and our sibling. Our loved one? Could it be a hint? I mean, the helmet vision, what was going on there? That's odd. They're not really explaining it either. Like, why could we see her actual son through the helmet?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
That's true, there are ghosts in Genshin. That's a good point. There are spirits of, like, those who've passed. So... or passed or haven't, like, fully passed on. But that didn't look like a ghost. Like, that didn't look like the depiction of ghosts we've seen so far. But it is possible. We need Huta over here. to explain. Actually, honestly, Zuria should make, like, a pilgrimage to Liyue and talk to Huta. It's not the first time Traveler has seen things others can't.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Okay.
Really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
Put a pin in that one, folks. Just open up a little lore tab in your mind, and stick whatever your little manila folder is. Just stick that in there. Just stick that in there. So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A trial.
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world.
Descent?
At that time,
like the Descenders.
The wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened.
Wait, there's no way this is an accident. Maybe I'm cooking. So it's not real, but it is real? No, I can't do theory videos. You guys understand? I can't do lore videos because I do not study enough to do lore. I can only just pick up bits and pieces. I can't. Fremine is the first descender. No, I do think this, I mean, descent of the fairytale world. I just burped into the real world. That is not an accident. That is not an accidental use of the word descent. There's no way.
You saw it too, didn't you?
Yes, we did see it.
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Set us back to the normal plotline. Great OST, great OST. Okay, well, as far as the quest itself, if we ignore like the lore, potential lore hints in there, I would say, I mean, I've already said it. Execution, I feel like was questionable to begin with. And the flow, it took me a while to like buy into it because of that, but I did like it. It was definitely a lot of heavy stuff packed into a short quest. Is there a good lore theory crafting video on this event? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like Ashikai, she like lives in this brain rot state, so I'm sure whenever she played this, I'm sure she thought. Like if I heard it, then I'm sure she heard it.
I swear I was doing this quest in a normal weekday afternoon thinking let me just get this filler baby quest over with. Then while I was playing the quest I was like, oh, damn, what the freak. I forgot IO does this hee ha ha things that make event quest lines have lore or deep stories to ensure you're listening.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's little hints. There's little hints in all of these little events. Maybe not all of them, but a good portion of them. Let's see. Thelxie. Thelxie's Fantastic Adventure. There's an OST. There's a reaction video. Full playthrough. Saddest event in Genshin reaction. No. Sadder than the Archon quest? Morse code. Here we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, Morse code deciphering. That's what I'm talking about. TFVM. Caesar shift? Oh. Oh. Seul, a French word that means alone in English. Tvfm. Dang, this is complicated. Have to translate it from Morse code into the first translation, then the shift, and then from French. Dream. What in the Zodiac Killer? Miracle. Oh, okay. Dead by date. Kava. How's it going? Wow, it's so deep. Is it? Like and subscribe. You get a like from me. Anything else? Wow, this person uploads this time. Thank you for your hard work. Oh, there is more.
よかった。みんな元気そうだな。トロクシエが一番元気そうだ。
かわいい子。見てる？励みになったかしら。
Wow, I'm gonna cry reading that. Jita mama, I love you, mom. Meh. I want to hear this live on piano. Oh. What OST is this? What is the soundtrack called? Jake should learn how to play it. Salud. Salud. Might be more. No, that's it. That's it. Okay. I think execution and pacing of this quest definitely could have been better. Because it is like a great story. It's like it's a very cool concept. I like that it wasn't dragged out though, I will say. I just feel like it could have been, I think the premise, they could have sold it a little bit better. Lustrous stars. Thank you. Thank you. I will bug him about that. Lustrous stars. Had me emotional, TBH. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this hit home for some people, unfortunately. Oh, do you see the... Wait, am I tripping? Is that just my screen? Can you see the lines like shooting across? It's probably too small from here, but... Yeah. Oh, the sun is right here. I didn't notice. Dang, I feel like I'm a bit disappointed, but I wish it had been a bit better. Because it has a lot of potential. Yeah. But I still liked it. I still liked it. In Mandarin, same word for descender was used to descend. Yeah, I do think that there's definitely some lore hints in here though. About descending into a fantasy world and having to like overcome the illusion, the self-delusion of whatever is going on, but having that power that's gained within the fantasy world out of the fantasy world. I think that's like I think that's what Genshin is about. Descending into Tevat which we already know is full of illusions and like it's not real. We basically already know it's like not fully real. But it's not fake either. Like it's a real experience that's being had. So I do think that this strangely had a lot of lore hints in it. What if the traveler wakes up in a solid dream? Well, we know Genshin is a part of the Hoyo verse, right? So I wouldn't be horribly surprised to see this like zoom way out of Teyvat. I don't want to see just like a dream ending though. Definitely not. Definitely not. Suddenly Aloy will be a big part of the next Archon quest. It was all for a reason. No, it's not going to be that. They're not going to do that. But I think it's some kind of like trial or a test. There's no way Genshin would do that. I wasn't expecting to have a conversation about lore after this, so that's kind of cool. Odd to put it in such a devastating event, but it's okay. It only took Mom 3 days to get over it. Isn't Teyvat marketed as part 1 of Genshin? Is it? Is it? It is. Yeah, what's the impact? Oh yeah, Teyvat chapters. True. I love lore talks. I don't contribute much. I just watch everyone cook. It's a lot of blind leading the blind out here, but to some degree, I think the lore and like the hints they are accessible to some degree to just the average watcher. It should be, or average player rather. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I cooked on an accident. We're gonna wake up in Star Wars. The collab of the century.
Melusines are beautiful.
Yeah. Melusines are gorgeous. So cute. Genshin Impact 2. Electric Boogaloo. The way we have
Lemon
to...
says brain rot theory time from this event. The Abyss sibling died trying to fight against Celestia, after gathering all 7 elements. Now their spirit remains in the Abyss.
I don't hate that idea. I mean, I've been saying from probably since after Sumeru, I've been under the conviction that because the themes of like sacrifice and doubles and like 2 parts of a whole are so common and have been repeated so many times in Genshin, I don't think both siblings are ever going to be like... I think they will be reunited, but it will be a temporary moment before like it all falls apart. Like I don't think both siblings are going to be happily reunited in the end of this. I think there is going to be a sacrifice at the end of one of them. After collecting all 7 elements, they summon the avatar. Which is why it scares me that they said Third Descender died and became Gnosis. Yeah, that's been the idea. I think we're kind of cooking. Oh gosh, here's another one.
Listen, Dish. I have a banger theory after doing this quest. Right, they said in the lore paper bomb that Teyvat goes into cycles/samsaras.
Yes.
Freminet suggested that miracles do happen in Teyvat. Which
Yes.
means that there has been a descender in between the fourth cycle with us the Traveler. This descender is the key to solving all of the mysteries in Genshin timeline. The fifth who came? Aloy. The PlayStationist. Broken Kit. We will get C6 Aloy once she reveals the impact of the Genshin.
I hope that your Twitch account glitches and you're never able to buy bits again. And you're never able to use channel points so that you never have access to TTS ever again. I actually was taking it seriously for a second. Jaw, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Process, no thank you for the 100 bits. I think the siblings are going through the same events, but will come to two very different conclusions. I think that's already happened because the travel or the abyssaling has already gone through it, right? And of course, Twitch, of course, a real theory gets Donowald. What if Teyvat was created by the primordial one to serve as a trial for each descender to become a god, but each one failed, and now we are simply the newest candidate to take on this trial? It'd be sad to think of Teyvat as a world solely created as a game, but a god designed for someone to conquer godhood. But I'd love to believe that the ending is the traveler breaking the cycle, conquering the trial, and letting Teyvat continue in its own story.
I like the theory that because of the travelers being stuck in Teyvat, they are the Trailblazerians in the Star Rail universe whom was said to have disappeared.
But I'd love to believe that in the ending where the traveler... I'd love to believe in an ending where the traveler breaks the cycle, conquers the trial, and lets Teyvat continue in its own story rather than to succumb to another samsara. That is very close to my, like, guess. Very, very close to my, like, headcanon about what's going on in Genshin. Very, very close. Because the travelers are stuck in Teyvat, they're the Trailblazers eons in the Star Wars universe, which were said to have disappeared. Ooh. I think that the story is pointing to something like that or something very similar. I mean, it's been 3 years. They've been dropping. They have to give us something. It's not unreasonable that we should be close to like being able to predict what's going to happen. I mean, I like that. I hope that that is what's happening. And I'm like very excited for it to get real. What if we sacrifice ourselves at the end and send our sibling to the beginning of the story and then we play again as a different sibling? Yeah, and you don't know this, but when you signed your agreement to play Genshin Impact, they inserted a microchip into your brain and it's gonna go off and it's gonna make you forget all of your experience with Genshin so you can play it again for the first time. Yay! Happy ending! It's kind of weird that the Traveler still has never talked about what they did before the coming of Teyvat after all this time. Yeah, I wonder about that. Like, why is the Traveler withholding information? It either has to be because if we knew, it would be too easy to figure everything else out, or some other reason. Or like a lore related reason, but she does withhold, or he does withhold a lot. They don't remember? No, they remember some things. No, they definitely remember some things. Did they not forget? No. She definitely remembers some stuff. Right? Maybe they lost some stuff, but I'm pretty sure she has some memory. I think the game's just tricked you guys into thinking she forgot, or they forgot, because she never talks about it. Right, they have memories of 500 years ago. Like, I feel like those memories might be helpful in trying to figure out what was going on. Paimon's the one forgetting things. Yeah, the Traveler has told Paimon about traversing the stars. Yeah, exactly. Go girl, give us nothing. Okay, that was interesting. Was not expecting to talk about lore today.
What I'm wondering about is why the basic wing gliders on Genshin is displayed as a curio at Herta's space station on HXR.
Yes, and that's not just an Easter egg. Like, that's there on purpose. Best way to get up mountains without climbing. You just have to sprint side to side.
Yep.
Very epic. That's not an accident. Okay. It is 7, and I am transfixed on the dinner that I am about to cook, so... I'm gonna sign off for now.
Dear Diary.
The true lore drop that I'm looking forward to is the 0.5 version Daneslave quests, so...
Yeah, interlude chapters are the best. Thank you for the 100 bits. Have a wonderful time zone. I'm gonna go cook. After cooking, I'm gonna double cook. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. We might have plans, but it depends on if Joshua's like feeling better because he's been sick. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I kind of want to pick up Little Nightmares again and make some progress. Also, The Boy and the Heron is out. And, well, it's out in EN. And I do very much recommend it. Did my bit message go through? In addition to my previous theory, what if when the Traveler achieves godhood, they take the form of Tevat's new sky? A representation of something that watches over all? That only came to my mind to the fake sign of the fact that Lumine is associated with the moon and Aether is associated with stars. I think that is beyond my knowledge. That's beyond my knowledge of... I think you need to have read books to give a good commentary on that, but not JP. Oh, you sound like Twitter. Both are good. Just because I singled out one doesn't mean not the other one. All right. Good night, gamers. Thank you for feeding my delusions and discussing Tevat with me. No, we're not gonna raid. I'm just gonna send you guys off. Good night.